is this young woman, and how on earth does she think she's going to run a place like this by herself? But from the time we met to the open house a month later, this place blossomed. Carrie did it. She turned a heap into a showplace. Beth exhaled. So, what do you think? Should her portrait go here? She stepped over and again lifted the frame 4 feet off the ground. Liz nodded. I think that is the perfect place. I'll ask my contractor to hang it the next time he comes. It's so heavy, I wouldn't dare do it myself. My heart would break if it fell, Beth said. Well, we better be sure that doesn't happen, Liz said. We've had enough broken hearts around here to last a lifetime. 1. Beth knew this wedding was going to be a disaster when she found the bride's mother kissing the groom in the back stairwell. The couple grabbed at each other like college co-eds, indifferent to Beth's presence. She cleared her throat once, then again, before they realized they'd been caught. They looked at Beth and then broke away from one another. The bride's mother tugged her ivory crepe dress back into place. The soon-to-be groom straightened his black tuxedo jacket and pushed past Beth, retreating down the stairs. This isn't what it looks like, the older woman stammered. Beth had forgotten why she was on her way to see the bride in the first place. Then she remembered. I wanted to tell Tiffany the photographer just arrived. Could you please give her that message? The middle-aged woman smoothed back her blonde highlighted hair and sniffed, raised her chin, and looked down on Beth. Most event venues bring the bride and her party a glass of champagne. See to that. God knows we paid enough, the woman said before climbing up the stairs, her back stiff and her face displaying her disapproval. Beth sighed. This is gonna be a long day. Beth took up a bottle of the champagne, and another bottle, and a third. When 5 o'clock rolled around, she just hoped the bride and her 3 bridesmaids would be sober enough to navigate the stairs. Beth tapped on the door of the master's suite, now transformed into a bridal prep room. When she came in, she saw Tiffany crying, her eyes red and puffy, and tears sliding down her cheeks, dragging black mascara. One of the 3 attendants sat in a large plush chair by the bedside, her head flung back, snoring. The other one typed fast and furiously on her phone. The 3rd attendant handed tissue after tissue to the bride, urgently whispering words of encouragement. Taylor is just scared. Every groom gets cold feet. Stop worrying, she said. The bride didn't seem to hear her friend's words, or if she did, she didn't believe her. But then, why did he say he wasn't sure about us last night? Tiffany asked. A fresh wave of tears accompanied the question. Beth looked around for the bride's mother. She lurked near the large window, studying the scene outside. Oh, for God's sake, Tiffany, are you getting married today or not? The older woman said. Your father and I have spent enough money on this wedding already. Who knew renting this old barn would be so expensive? Tiffany grimaced, and her eyes darted to Beth. Mother, please. Beth looked from the bride to her mother and back. She tried to think of some way to play peacekeeper, but nothing came. She didn't have any encouraging words for the bride. She didn't know what to say. And what do you want? The mother asked Beth. Tiffany, all of your guests are here now. What should I tell them? Beth asked. The bride-to-be burst out in another gush of tears. Her sobs shook her shoulders, and she flung her arms around herself before collapsing into a puddle of chiffon, tulle, and lace. Can't you see you're upsetting her? Said the mother, rounding on Beth and yanking her daughter off the floor. There, sweetheart. Oh, be careful. You'll get mascara on Mommy's dress. I'll tell Taylor you need a few minutes.